Dakota, hello. Oh, I'll tell you why I'm irritated in a minute. Can you hear me? Is the sound going through? This looks totally different than what I'm used to. Biggie Daniel, hello. Can you hear me? Carrot Top, hello. Can you guys hear me? Let me see. Hello, 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 hello. Well, that's showing up. Gail Cook, hello. Thumbs up on way in, hello. Alrighty. This looks a little different. I had to go through Beta Studio to get to this point so I can figure out how the hell do I go live on this damn thing. D-Car, hello. Nice to see you. Stoneheart, hello. Here's a freaking mess. I need a haircut bad. I think a lot of people do. Oh my god, looks fine. Just not sharp pick. Great. Everything's green. Green on here. I had to go through beta to get to this point right here. I don't like beta. I really don't. Todd B, hello. Well, I actually haven't been feeling well, actually. I feel good today, though. And then other nights, I just fall asleep. I want to go sleep so bad. Gail Cook, thank you. Thank you so much. But I want to jump right on in. I almost went live on Facebook. I'm usually not on Facebook a lot, but you know, past 10 days I have. I met up with some friends on there that old classmates of mine and stuff. Pretty neat. They got some games, plus I'm playing poker on there, so that keeps me going. You still doing Murder Mystery Mondays? I have been asked to do that again, and I really am thinking about doing it again, for real. Or updates on some murders, some updates on some stuff that I've already covered. I'm really am thinking about doing that again. The only reason why you go on Facebook is to trash talk old Dakota. I have not trash talked you on there. I usually don't trash talk anybody on there. I usually don't. Matter of fact, I don't think I have in like 13 years. It's been that long. And I wasn't even trash talking. I just warned my nephew's girlfriend, don't come between an aunt and her nephew. Little puppy shouldn't play with the big dogs because I'm older and I have more bail money. Boy, that pissed her off. But it was true. Still is. But anywho, Leslie still playing with the dom? Yes, I am. I am still playing with the dominoes. I've been mostly playing with my grandkids. They've been going back and forth, back and forth. Cut down or smoking more ciggies. Actually, I can't really figure it out. I think I actually have slowed down. If you want to know the truth. For some reason, we're not going through as many cigarettes. My computer needs an update. D-Car, my brother is a truck driver and they have a really hard time in places to get meals. Only fast food places are open and most have limited hours, so if you run late, no food, it's a shame. There's, I wish I had a food truck. They opened up our rest stops to all the truck drivers and anybody who has food food trucks and stuff like that can go and give the truck drivers food. Now here in my town, there are restaurants open, but it's like pickup or delivery, and you can get Applebee's, you can get steak, you can get Red Lobster, um, that kind of thing. Um, but I am so well, my dad retired as a truck driver. He retired twice as a truck driver. He drove for 35 years, and then he retired. He retired in his 50s, and then he was off for work year and decided to go back to work. So he went to work for the post office as a truck driver, which he said is the easiest job he's ever had in his life. I mean, you go from over the road to that, and they vested him so many years because he's a Vietnam vet. So he had to work like 7 years and retired again. So now the man gets 2 retirements plus the Social Security. He makes more money now than what he did when he was working. Man, how does that happen? I'll tell you. What's the mask rules in Anaheim? If you're going out shopping, wear a mask. People at stores that are open like Walmart and Lowe's, Home Depot and all that, they have to wear masks. And they got the plastic things. You're only allowed so many in a store. Our Walmart is allowing 50. I think they raised it to 75. And you have to stay 6 feet away. But they're thinking about starting to systematically open up May 1st, our state, because we're plateauing now. And so May 1st, it'll be down low, but still, he's going to start off slow like hospitals, which I need a ton of tests done. So, Judith Espinoza, hello. How are y'all doing over there? Much love to y'all. Stay safe. I'm staying safe. Snickerdoodle, hello. The campaign is wearing me out, Les. Of course it does. That's why I never ran for anything. Judith says, hello everyone. Stay safe, friends. You better stay safe yourself. Animal lover, hey Les, I'm out of the hospital, feeling better. Awesome, awesome. Fantastic. No, I haven't gotten mine yet. Has anybody else gotten their stimulus in here? A lot of my friends have. I think I'm on the list for next month. I think that's what it is. I think I'm on the list for next month. So, a lot of my friends have gotten it. And of course, as like I expected, they're all shopping. Judith lives in the boonies. Yours is to be mailed April 24th. Mine's supposed to be direct deposited, but direct deposited. I didn't get my damn stimulus. I'm thinking about buying some paint and do some painting. How are you, Snickers? So, people in here haven't. Well, they're coming. All right. Now, like I said, I almost went live on Facebook. I should have went live on Facebook earlier, but I was upset. I mean, I wasn't upset. I was pissed, and I didn't want to go that far. Holly Gribble, hello. Hi, my husband and I got our stimulus. I just stuck it in savings. Though my husband is only getting partially paid right now. That's what I'm doing with it, except for buying some paint so I can do my bathroom. SSI or disabled May 1st to May 14th, direct deposit. Yeah, I thought mine was due in May, so. Gail Cook's Social Security this week. Connie Baldwin, hello. Hey, Les fam. Now, this is why I'm getting upset, y'all. Sarah, hello. Howdy, we've missed you. Aw, that's so sweet. I haven't really been feeling good. I really haven't. And then I've been sleeping. Actually, I fall asleep in this chair a lot. Glad to see you were okay. Was worried about you. Well, thank you, thank you. No, I got sick as a dog last night, though. I think once I got sick, well, it was in between last night and this morning. And I've actually had an appetite, so I'm okay, trying to live life. Okay, you guys, I got a lot to bitch about. There's a lot of things that I've been seeing, been going on, and like I said, if anybody's in here on Facebook, look me up on Facebook because like I said, I almost went live. Sorry you haven't been well. Glad you're able to be here with us tonight. Well, thank you, thank you. Me too. It's been a long time. Nicole A, hello. Oh, miss you guys too. I have to tell you, it's a good thing I don't go on Facebook a lot because the shit that I've been reading, um, blood sugar Les? No, no, I've been sick to my stomach, so. Les, what is your Facebook link? Literally my name. I'll type it in there, but it's literally my name. Um, I'd put the link, but it won't let me for some reason. It never has. AC Nomad, hello. I did buy a cat stroller online though. And I have been taking my cats on walks. Awesome. I wish we had a sidewalk in front of here. Feel better? Oh, I do. Thank you. Yeah, I really got sick between last night and this morning, and it was coming out both ends. So, conspiracy theories. Oh, I love conspiracy theories. I get into all that. They don't make me mad. They make me intrigued. But this is what's making me mad. Now, ever since this thing started, and I got all my apps, I can keep track of Ohio, and I can keep track of every county in Ohio, and I can keep track of my city. I can keep track of every state in the United States and the world. I have those apps. I can tell you exactly what's going on. You name a country, I can get into it. Um, so I have been following this. Some people have posted really incendiary things as satire, and I recognize it for what it is. Is it the John Hopkins? No. Your daughter is sick? Aw. Oh, I hope she gets better soon. Well, first and foremost, before I go any further, you guys know Deonda, that comes in here. Her mother passed away 2 days ago at 5:58 in the morning. Um, what was she tested positive or negative? As long as the number of U.S. fatalities doesn't reach 100,000, the Trump administration has done a great job handling the pandemic. What a dumb piece of shit he isn't. He is. How's everyone? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Les. Yeah, me and Fran just because she was I love that woman. Um, Hugs to Deanna. Wasn't she the one with the ALS tag? Yeah, because her husband passed away. Um, from ALS, and what was sad was that her mom died on his birthday. So yeah, I'll let her know you guys are sending your condolences. And of course, can't have a funeral. You know. Oh, it was her husband who had it. I assumed it was her mother. No, her mom's. Oh gosh. It started with kidney failure and just went downhill. She passed away quickly from the time she went in the hospital, got sick and went in the hospital. Um, and when she was, her mom demanded to be let out, and so she went to her cousin's house, who actually lives down the street from the hospital, and her mom went in there 2 days and passed away. Nancy Pelosi ice cream video was the worst, to be honest. I haven't seen that one yet. The ice cream video. She seems to be doing okay. She will be calling here in a little bit. Awesome. Don't tell me they tagged her. No, they didn't. They didn't tag her that. They haven't been doing that here in Ohio. DeWine won't have it. Neither will Dr. Acton. They won't have it. Mm-mm. If they don't know what they die of, and they can do the tests, the worst they have done was like probable, but there were underlying conditions. But they won't have it because they need the right numbers. You have to see it, Les, regardless of political persuasions. Les, I saw AHA is opening up soon. Nicole says she's in our prayers. I'll tell her that. Todd, he is systematically, he's starting very slow because we're just at our plateau right now. And by that time comes, they're expecting when they open up, there's going to be more cases. But there might be more cases anyway because we've got the reagent. The FDA passed. What company was that? That they had to send it in so that way we can have more tests. So now that they've passed the reagent that we can use for testing, they're going to be cranking them out. So they're expecting another rise in it, so to speak. Liz, honestly, you seem depressed. Quarantine will do that. Still a twinkle in your eye. I'm not depressed, I'm tired. I really am tired. But this quarantine thing is getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. It really is. It really is. My granddaughter's birthday's coming up, and of course, you know, they got the store blocked off, can't get to the toys. And my grandson just had a birthday this past weekend. So, you know. How much are you sleeping a day? It ranges from, it could be 12, 14 hours a day. Literally. Just depending. And some days it's just 8 hours. I mean, yeah, I need a lot of tests done. That's why I can't wait. I need a lot of tests done at the hospital. So when DeWine said the first thing he's going to open, he's going to try to expand the hospital being open so I can get my tests done. Anna Fulton, hello. We couldn't. Hi, fam. We couldn't even have visitation for my son. Sucks, yeah. Vicky Daniel, in my little town, Texas, we are still growing higher, but they want to open up Texas. I think that's a bad decision. How are grandkids being home all day? They're loving it. They're loving it, especially when the weather's warm. When they come over here, they just run around. They've been riding their bikes. They're loving it. They're not going to, well, Nina's hating it because they sent her iPad for school. So instead of doing it on paper and stuff, we have to do it on the computer, and she just wants to play games on it. Vicky, I live in Texas too, and I agree with you 100%. I snicker. A high school classmate on Facebook had a gallbladder attack last week and is afraid she can't get surgery right now. That's not an elective thing. Only elective well, here in Ohio, only elective surgeries can't be done. Exactly. She lives in rural area, a few cases. Sarah, hi, missed you all. So, this is what's making me mad. First of all, Liz, what do you make of this Kim Jong-un deal? Is he dying? Who knows? I don't trust what anyone says anymore. I really don't know. Okay, are we here to find out why you are pissed? Yes. Yes. But Kim Jong-un, I have no idea. Well, the next one could even be worse. You know, you never know. Let's face it, they're not that much. They haven't shown to be the nicest people in the world. Alright. So I've been kind of watching Fox News, MSNBC, all this other crap. And there are some things going on that is really ticking me off. And I really want to go head to head with this pastor, what's his name, Spell or something. I don't know if you guys have seen this. But there's this pastor, I think his last name's Spell something. Well, anyway, he actually got and made a video and told people that you watch Fox Noise, no wonder you got sick. I like to watch what they're saying so that way I can just like get mad sometimes. I'm not a usual Fox News watcher except for to make fun of them. But first of all, let me start off number uno. This pastor, I want to go head to head with him so bad. He actually got on video and he said that for those that are getting their stimulus checks, I hate watching, I get it, hell yeah. For those that are getting their stimulus checks, if they don't have a church to donate it to, and they should donate it all, they should all just give him, we should all just send it to him. Said you should send it to me and the missionaries because we've not had offerings in 5 weeks. So we need the money. So you all, now get this, you all need to send money to me because we need offerings. And I'm like, okay, so if people got $1,200 and just 100 people, that means you got what, $120,000. Okay? These people haven't gotten a paycheck for 5 weeks either. They haven't gotten a check. They haven't gotten any paid. You know? Hey, I heard about this guy. I hope nobody sends him anything, even from his congregation. That stuff has been going on since the Jim and Tammy Faye Baker days. Even all. No, but what's killing me? I know. Trust me, I know all about the you know, the wealth and prosperity gospels and all that kind of thing. You know, Red Freckles, hello. Sam Rockwell, hello. But it just kills me because right now, knowing that most of the country's out of work, send me your money. Dude, you still holding church. You're still holding church. You're still gathering. You still have your whole congregation going. Let them give you their stimulus checks. Don't make a freaking video and send it out for everybody else to see. Velveteen Lace, hello. He told everyone that they had to show up on Easter Sunday. His first lawyer got the virus, and a lot of people. Slowpoke Slots, hello. Good evening, fellow hunker downers. Good evening to you. These so-called pastors all drive Mercedes and live in a 10-room mansions. Oh, I know. Oh, Jesse Duplantis lives in a 35,000 square foot parsonage that he pays no bills on. 32,000 square foot, and his garage is 3,000 square foot. You know, they all live in mega mansions. Hello, dear Les, seriously. LOL on that preacher. Oh, I know. I just find it asinine that I'm like, and then our church online. Yeah, what's wrong with that? And then he just got arrested yesterday, I think it was, where he tried to back their church bus over a guy who's been standing outside of their church for like, I think the wife said 3 weeks. He's been standing outside on church on on public property protesting that church. There's a thumbnail of YouTube of Kenneth Copeland on last weekend's broadcast. It's because he was mentioned in the service as a false prophet. Oh yeah, Tim Rockwell. The vest is Nancy Pelosi standing in front of what, $28 fridge stacked with $13 pints of ice cream while she held up the bill for the second time. She worse because she has 130 million. Yeah, this preacher, I'm gonna get to Nancy Pelosi. Don't worry about that one. Amy Ventures, hello. You keep safe also. Sam, look at Big Daddy, Honey living in gold, guided White House, waiting 3 months to act on the virus because it would hurt his numbers. Looks like the devil's what I meant. Okay, Connie's like, don't go there. Oh, I'm gonna go places. Donald didn't get his money from the government. Nancy did. Oh, don't be fooled. Donald Trump gets a paycheck from our government. But anyway, so this preacher guy just got arrested for for taking the church bus to back over this guy who's been standing on public property out in front of their church protesting. Okay? And then his wife's on there. I don't know why they're wanting to. Sheriff's been following us. The DA has. The DA's been following us for 3 months. I don't know why. We're just having church. Even though there's no church, you know. That's one of the things that's pissed me off. I want to go head to head with that little asshole. Dead serious. You don't know how bad I want to make a video and just send it to him. Okay, now this is where I'm going to get political, and this is why I wanted to do it on Facebook rather than here. Sending his followers out to protest. He could care less about you. Alright, now. Everyone here knows I'm not a big Trump fan. Okay? Oh, why he's going to win in a landslide, he's going against a man with mental decline. No kidding. I said, when there was nobody else, I said, what's the point of voting in the primary? They just elected Trump. Bullshit on the landslide. Remember the midterms. Biden couldn't remember his wife's name for a day and a half. Everybody knows he can't remember shit. Controlling 45 big time. Twitter, fight fire with fire. Depends on who Joe picks for his Veep. I'm voting for Biden. Hell of a lot better than Big Daddy. Okay. Now this is one of the things that has been bothering me. Alright. Crystal Smith, hello. Voting for Biden too, Connie. He could pick Mickey Mouse for all I care. Yeah, let's have somebody with some major mental problems or mental decline, you know. Really? I wish the other ones would have just stayed in and hung in there. Stop flight from China before one person died in America. Nancy tell people to walk around Chinatown. Blue Wave 2020 said we will probably become an USSA. Let's re-elect a 5-year-old. Bernie would have been the best. Baroness, hello. Hi, Connie Bond there. Hello, everyone. I am new here. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you too. Welcome to the lounge. Okay. Now, y'all know I'm not a Trump fan. But instead of making a bunch of speculations as to why you or anyone else thinks he did good or bad with this coronavirus. I'm going to tell you something. There was a lot of people who knew before he did. Believe it or not. There was a lot of people who knew. Now, yeah, Trump got notified in January by that memo. He didn't pay attention to it. You know, I thought, what an idiot. Joe Biden knew and told him. But you got to understand, you guys, when Trump was being told this, he was also getting news from China. China didn't even let the cat out of the bag until January. Okay? And even then, it was something that was, they thought it was something that was contained. And then all of a sudden, when, boom, it just started going everywhere. So, Trump knew long ago. They probably knew in September. See, first it was November. Now it keeps getting pushed back. We don't know. We don't know. But the pandemic response team, which was disarmed by the pig, would have had people on the ground. No, they wouldn't have. Who are you to say who would have done better than who? How would you... There's a big difference between blocking off a neighborhood and blocking off a whole entire nation. Now, March 2nd, Mayor de Blasio urged New Yorkers to take subway and live normal. Google it. That's exactly right. It's not just Trump. I remember Trump saying, you know, no more flights, no more this. It wasn't totally him. There is a whole Congress, there's a whole bunch of people in this country who go against him no matter what. Just like you guys would. If Trump said, okay, there's a virus coming, I need you to stay inside, which is what people are doing now. They're saying, fuck you. They're already running rampant saying, my rights, my rights, my rights. Quarantining us. You know, the governors are doing it in every state, and everybody in every state is bitching. Connie, he has taken it seriously when it started getting serious. You know? Liz, do you remember what some tourist was poking around? When some tourist was poking around Mar-a-Lago? And then Connie says, no, he has not. Yes, he has. Really? Do you really? Like I said, I'm not a Trump fan. And I'm not going to sit here and argue, but you're not listening. You're not listening, okay? People are bitching the governors of every state for shutting it down. It's against my rights. We're quarantined. It's against my rights. Art Deco, hello. It's against Michelle Reese, hello. The whole government was focused on the impeachment during the crucial time when C-19 was attacking America. He has not said one word of sympathy for any of the lives lost. He did. He just didn't sound genuine, but he did. But you guys are bitching at him for not acting soon enough when, I'll be honest with you, the first governor in the United States who even acted was my governor. And it was the next 2 days that all these other governors decide, oh, well, maybe we should do the stay-at-home order, which was given by Trump. The stay-at-home order was given by Trump. Our governor said, do it. And he did. Now, people are bitching about being quarantined. We're not quarantined. we have a stay in place order. But even though things are shut down, you can still go and travel. You can still go to the store. You just have to wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart. You guys don't realize when we're quarantined, that means we're under martial law. That means you can't walk outside your driveway. Okay? There's a big difference. Brainwash are the ones who support him. I'm not brainwashed, Connie, and I never said I was supporting him. You know I'm not a big Trump fan. But what's fair is fair. And there isn't anyone else in that fucking office who could have done better with the people that are there. Rip up your stimulus check in protest of Trump. Exactly. For somebody who doesn't care. He's doing what he can. Although I have a different way that I would have done it. Don't fall for his BS. I'm not falling for his BS. I'm looking at exactly what's going on. I'm not falling for his BS. What kind of a person do you think I am? I literally will sit back and look, and this is what I've been looking at. This is literally what I've been looking at. You can only do so much without the backing of your people. And so, what I'm saying is, because you guys are just yelling, you're not listening. People are yelling, they're not listening. Nobody wants to listen. No, I look at both sides. I'm not a big Trump fan, never was. Trust me. But what I'm saying is, he should not have sent masks to China. You know how long that was before we really needed them? He said 5 people here died when it was more, and he said the summer heat would kill it. Everybody was saying the summer heat would kill it. I heard that before Trump even said it. Are you serious? No, I'm not way off the mark, Jeffrey. No, I'm not. Could he have handled it better? Yeah. I argued with my mom. My mom's a complete Trump fan. I'm not. Me and my mom has gotten into arguments. The WHO didn't help by lying and saying China is clean and safe. Do you guys realize? Arne Govero, hello. You're eating your popcorn? That Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson got it in Australia blew that out of the water. I would rather have a rock pebble or ant as president than this dipshit. He said that he inherited bare shelves but had 3.5 years to replenish. I know this. I already knew that. He's making states compete and using his power to make it like the old West. They haven't. That's just it. He took chloroquine as part of a study and had terrible side effects. The virus won't die until it's 132 degrees. Has been researched. That's what I kept telling people. Do you know how hot it has to be to kill the virus? My sister knows 3 people who had it. It's not a hoax if anyone is thinking that. Fran had 4 family members. 3 nieces and one of her niece's sons, a nephew that had it. And he was only 10. So I know it's real. Hydroxychloroquine does not work. Hell, I've been saying that from the beginning. I have been saying that from the beginning. I thank God for my governor. He is the best. Trump is friends with the hydroxychloroquine manufacturer. He's not friends with them. He owns stock in it. And I've said that from the beginning. I have said that from the beginning. But you see, everybody's too busy worried about what they're thinking, what they think I might be thinking. been listening. I've been telling you guys all this safety stuff since the very, very beginning. It doesn't treat the virus. It may manage some of the symptoms in some people. 99% of people recover from the virus. Actually, it's 98.3%. But guess what? If I get it, I won't survive it. I won't survive it. I can tell you that right now. I'm extremely high risk and I have breathing issues. Remember, Liz, that Trump had fired the pandemic team. I already know that and ignored the warnings early on. So did a few. Yeah. Elaine Smith, hello. And did you forget? Connie says I won't survive it either. It's not actually my lungs. My lungs are fine. It's just there's a blockage going to my lungs. That's why I need more tests. But do I have to remind you guys? If you're going to punish one side, you need to punish the other. And it was Nancy Pelosi who held up the $2.2 trillion stimulus bill to give you all money, your $1,200 plus $500 a kid. She held that up till she got what she wanted. What do the arts have to do with anything? What do airplane emissions have to do with anything that has to do with this? That has to do with this coronavirus. Thank you, Art. To give us all money. Exactly. Because they had tons of bullshit in the package. Nancy Pelosi had 14 items and she bribed them. She bribed them. And Connie, Sam's telling the truth. Sam is telling the truth. How are you disagreeing? They released it's a 14-page thing, and she had, no, it's more than that. It's more than 14 pages, but she had 14 items that she wanted in that 2.2 trillion that had nothing to do with the coronavirus. I didn't care for her either. I can't stand Nancy Pelosi. Never did. She put windmills in that bill. Yep, and solar panels. Yep. Do you want me to fact check? Yeah, go ahead. It was only released and I only read it with my own eyes. Let's please watch Pelosi ice cream video soon. It's shocking. I will. Grandpa Wesley, hello. Well, she's a good legislator. That's why. No, she's not. Nancy Pelosi is probably one of the dirtiest people I've ever seen in my life. She is a fantastic legislator. She has Trump's balls in her purse. She said, yeah, right. But Sam is right. I hate to tell you, but Sam is right. I loved it when Nancy sat there and said we all have to conserve and that government needs to conserve. And then here she is taking one of the government planes to private planes to some sporting event that the government paid for her and her family. She got elected because she's a woman from the Bay Area. Yep. And not to mention her nephew is the governor of California. Anna, hello. Why do you call her dirty? Because she's done some dirty shit behind the scenes. So what? She can have fun too. No, she can't. Not on my government's money, not on my tax money. Nope. Oh, and Nancy Pelosi was the one telling people to get out. She was telling them to get out. Really? I'm a Democrat and Nancy gets on my nerves. Is that why Cali is such a shit state? Probably. Look, if you ask me, every single one of them need to be fired. The queries, hello. The Trumps are by far the worst offenders since the history of this country. I personally feel I don't know how they got away, or they do get away with their stuff, the stuff they do. That called the virus a democratic hoax. I know he called it. You can Google that. Yes, this is our president. Are you serious? I'm the one that told my mom that. I'm the one literally told my mom, mom, he called the virus a hoax. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did, mom. You gonna? I've argued with my mother on this shit. Les is being brutally honest. I am, and that's why we all need to vote. But the rumors are incorrect. This was from your statement about her private jet. No, she really did do that. What year was that? I was young. True that Democrats and Republicans are crap. Sad. They both really are. They really are. If you really want to know the truth. No, he called the Graham using the virus politically a hoax. I hate to tell you this, but most of the world really thought it was a hoax until it did what it did. Trump said that nobody knew what it was. Nancy said go to Chinatown at the end of February. So the fact check is wrong. No, Gail, you were wrong. Or Devin News rep. I don't. And Matt Getz said, take your family out to a pub. I know. And if you guys, honestly, if you listen to what I said, I thought that was a shame. I said that. I said that. I flat out said that. When was it? The last time I spoke? Last time I was on here, or the time for that? Yeah, we want to see the proof, Les. Okay. And Trump said people are even working with the flu. There are some that are. They don't know they're sick. I never thought it was a hoax, but I really didn't think it would be this serious. When they closed schools, that's when I realized stuff was getting real. I miss the idea of Big Jim Folsom. Like I said before, I had it a few months ago. Cameron swears up and down he had it in December. If somebody really does have influenza, they're too sick to work, exactly. So if we want to go toe-to-toe about Dems versus Republicans, we can. We can, Connie, because they're both corrupt. We can. I mean, you know, well, you won't see Nancy after 2021. She's done. No, he said people are even working with this flu. And they are, because they don't know they have it. I thought there would be a worse president than George W. Who's got that one on? Nancy wanted voting by mail so people can cheat on the vote. Look, I want voting by mail because I don't want to stand there all damn day. I cannot stand. So I'm going to mail mine in. It's my choice. I want a choice. And sorry, you need to look at his what videos. He stated that Democrats will use virus as political weapon like Russia hoax and impeachment hoax. He never said the virus was a hoax. Yeah, he did. I was like, I disagree. What we going to do, y'all? Trump is absolutely effing terrible. I hate him. I don't hate anybody. Carrot Top, hello. Can't do more 4 more years of craziness from anyone. Exactly. Hey, hello. It's okay, boo. This thing here. But have you heard about a second round of the virus starting in the fall, winter? Hey, everyone, by the way. Hello. Yeah, and believe it or not, China is... They have to close down again. China has to close down again. That's a shame. There's this full-fledged Trump supporter. What happened? I'm not a full-fledged Trump supporter. I'm fair. I'm fair. Hello. Sam attacking his own party. Moron. Don't call... Connie, don't call people morons. Okay? Because everyone in here can start calling everybody else a moron. Because we all think we're right. And we're going to have to close down again too. If they open up... If we open up the wrong way, yeah, there's going to be a lot more. And I don't want that to happen. It will keep happening if people don't stay put. Exactly. They're going to see a huge increase in Florida in 3 weeks. Exactly, I agree. Did you guys see all them people on the beaches? I take it you saw that? What the hell? I guess making America the #1 superpower is evil, right? No, I want us to be back to that again. I want us to be back to being the #1 superpower again. I really do. All the protesting scaring heck out of me. I worry more violence from it. I haven't heard anything about violence. Like people having lost their minds, Les, yeah. Yes, it was disgusting, especially because Florida is an epicenter. I know! See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's on beach social distancing, no sunbathing, so what? Yeah, you can sunbathe out in your yard. I haven't either, but it's only a matter of time. I worry will be violence. I hope not. Domestic violence is up to 100% in New York. Robberies are at 400% in New York. Thank God that's in New York because I haven't heard that here. But then again, you never know. But have you guys noticed that there's not been like mass shootings and stuff like that? Look, Sam and everyone else in here is allowed to have their opinion. So, you know, don't tell people, you know, everybody's allowed to have their opinion. I'm just trying to be fair, you know. And these people who say that they're trapped in their own home, no, we're not. That would be martial law. In Canada, mass shooting 2 days ago, 20 dead. I didn't hear about Canada. I was just thinking here in the United States. I didn't think about Canada. Yeah, we have thousands of deaths in Florida. Let me see. Alright, let me see if I can bring that up again. Oh, I was playing poker and accidentally got rid of it. Alright. Wow, Australia, Canada. Okay, Florida has 867 deaths. So I'm in Florida and we rarely get tornadoes here. They're not counting people who died at home till just a few days ago. Yes, Nova Scotia has 20 deaths due to a mass shooting and arson. Terrific story that's not over yet. The whole province was on lockdown for 12 hours until he was, shall we say, neutralized. Baroness found 27,869 confirmed cases in Florida. Yeah. That's confirmed in Florida is 27,869. But they have 867 deaths. I wish they wouldn't put that in red. That just freaks my mind out. Didn't the guy dress in an officer's uniform? Oh. Normal flu and pneumonia deaths are being counted as corona deaths. Not in Ohio, but because like our Dr. Acton wants to know who really has the flu and this and that. She needs all the numbers to be right. Yeah, Anna, she lives in Ohio with me. Isn't, I tell you what, that Dr. Acton, she's right on it. This will get any better. This ain't gonna get any better until Nemesis Dawn. Hello. Is at least 40% higher than they thought. So the mortality rate is about high as the common flu. I've never known anybody to die from a common flu. I really haven't. I mean, a common cold, I mean. But I know that so far, um, was as many deaths. It is past the flu. So, no, you will not still test positive for COVID if you have just the normal flu. Yeah, sadly, there are a lot of deaths in the elderly, usually from the flu. You corrected yourself. Yeah, I know one personally. She was 70, not that old, and she had multiple health problems, and nobody was really surprised. Susan Kropka, hello. New Jersey has 92,387 confirmed cases. Yep. Life ain't gonna be the same. Life is not gonna be the same until they have a vaccine. Um. You think? You think, Jeffrey? Exxon, hello. In December and January, a lot of people down our way were told not flu. We had a virus that had no name. The flu is COVID. There's two different things. Do you know exactly what exactly the COVID virus does to a human being? Okay, regular flu has nothing to do with COVID. Okay, this is what the COVID virus will do. Okay, Sam Rockwell, two different COVIDs. There's an animal COVID. That's normal, and this is the new. That's why it's called the new COVID, because it's human. Nemesis with this, with the COVID. I explained this before. COVID virus attacks your lungs. It's a cousin to the SARS, and it will leave scars in your lungs. It does attack your lungs, attacks your breathing. Um, there's long been a COVID that affects cattle, and it has a vaccine. Exactly. Um, I don't know if it'll stay dormant um, and then rise up again. But what I do know, yeah, COVID is a cousin to SARS, and it does leave glass crystals in your lungs. It'll scar the hell out of your lungs. But what I do know that if you are a healthy person and you get COVID and you need to be put on a respirator and you make it through, every one of them has said the same thing, that they can't walk down a hallway without losing breath and losing strength. They can't do much. They can't be active at all. So it does a lot more than just mess up your breathing. It affects your body, like Sarah was saying. And that we really don't know the extent of what this COVID will do to a body. And to me, this is not the time to play politics. Everybody plays the blame game. It's a time for everybody to come together and work together and stop this bullshit. Okay? This partisan crap is really starting to piss me off. And so maybe instead of everybody playing blame game, maybe we should just sit there and think about, okay, if we can't, that's exactly what I'm saying, D. This is time to come together and figure it out. And if we can't trust our government, which, let's face it, I've said this a couple years ago, I've never been more afraid of my government than I have recently, past few years. But I still love America. But, you know, then we need to do what we think is best for our families. And if that is to stay 6 feet apart from each other, wearing a mask, and things like, and wash your hands, until they do come out with a vaccine. Exactly, D. This even sounds like the Spanish flu stuff. It comes in waves. Well, you know, that's just it. Because nobody will let it eradicate. You know, people so worried about their rights being trampled on. This one guy said, "I don't care if you get it. It's not my responsibility to take care of you." And what the hell? You know? I hate losing liberties, though. Common sense is lost. Well, yeah, common sense. It's a shame it's not a liberty. You know, it's just how you are. But I don't want to lose my liberties. But we honestly, what liberties really have we lost? You know, we're still allowed to go. We're still allowed to go outside. We're still allowed to go to the parks. We're still allowed to drive in our cars. We're still allowed to go to the grocery store. We're still allowed to do a lot of things. Now, if they really want to bitch, don't let them declare martial law where you're not even allowed outside. There is a curfew and you're not allowed outside. And until that curfew, you're not allowed past your driveway. You can still go fishing. You can still go hunting, which I really need to get my fishing license. Said that. You know, it's okay because I can't visit my grandkids. Spent Easter alone, like so many others. Well, then Mrs. Dawn says, I refuse to live in fear. You don't have to live in fear. You can still go out and do that, but that is to save yourself and others. Well, see, here in Ohio, if you're going to the store to shop, you have to wear a mask. They won't let you in without it. I'm immune compromised, and I have to live like this every day of my life. New York is doing all those things, not allowed outside. Well, New York is stacked up on top of each other. We cannot get masks. People are making masks left and right. Immune compromise. Sorry, but that is what should have happened. We should have had one rule for all states. Yeah, I think so. But even then, you gotta go through people. Other kids out of state couldn't come to their brothers see you. You can use a headband, a bandana, etc. if you can't get a medical grade mask. I'm wearing a dish towel when I have to go out tomorrow to the doctor. Exactly, Nemesis. Exactly. See, now, I get to see I'm one of the lucky few. I get to see my grandkids because they're isolated in their home anyway. Except for they go out and they ride their bikes, but there's no other kids around. You know? So it's one of the better things that I get to experience. Their parents don't go nowhere, they don't go nowhere. My daughter made us all masks out of her Lularoe pants. They are great. You can put a coffee filter in the pocket. No one enforcing masks down here, Les. If they're not enforcing it, that doesn't mean you still can't wear one. You know? Masks and gloves don't help if you don't know how to use them. People look at me weird because I wear one glove. I touch my phone and cards with ungloved hand and the dirty stuff with the gloved one. Yes, it was Connie. They are awesome and very comfortable. They say for people to but lots don't. They say for people to, but lots don't. So I stay home. I had cornflakes for dinner online. I seen people with EBT cards eating steaks. I wear one. I wear one when I have to go out. They're not cheap pants. Exactly, Exxon. I'm just wondering when I'll get my damn stimulus bucks. You would think Jessica Fletcher would have a complex someone murdered everywhere you went. We're supposed to, but some places people don't act like there is a virus, just all gathering, acting like it doesn't exist. Well, you know, there was, I hate to say it, but there was a guy who was sitting there saying it was a bunch of bullshit, and stuff, and he ended up catching it and dying. So, your point is, Sam, EBT is not necessarily for food stamps. We shall see how they are in about 3 weeks. Les, blow me a kiss. Nah. Even if it is none of your business, steak is nutritional food, by the way. Watching Murder, She Wrote. Susan, I have asthma, COPD, and lupus, so I try to stay away from people. I do not blame you at all. I'm thinking of getting a job off the books, pay no taxes, then get welfare and better health insurance. Connie loves her some beef. What about the possible meat shortage, y'all? It ain't gonna kill me, but it does my family. Les, would you ever thought we would be doing this? It's like a nightmare. Feel like I can't wake up from. Yeah, I had an idea. Honey, try dating men instead of saying, now, come on, you guys, enough. Jeez. And that's another thing. These people are bitching because, well, here in Ohio, and I know with my friends and things like that, and they're bitching because of the unemployment checks. You know, it's hard for them to sign up, and it's hard for them to get their unemployment checks. And I'm sitting there thinking, there's 33,000 jobs here in Ohio. Why don't you apply for one of them? PJ Gone, hello. Les, mods in chat, just ignore me, please. I fall asleep to Les's voice much. Me too. It is hard, especially when you have 2 people in the house still working. It is Russian roulette game. Game waiting for the bullet to hit the chamber. Yesterday on NPR, they interviewed a farmer who raises hogs that he usually sells to a place that serves high-end restaurants. D says, I work from home now. Anna says, I never in my lifetime, when 9/11 hit, I didn't think anything could be worse. Oh, yeah. Because the restaurants are closed, he's selling the hogs one at a time. People order them, and he sends one to the butcher, and they can pick it up a week later. Until this is over, Hubs and I both work from home. Good for you, D. I worked from home for 12 years until I had to stop because I became disabled. I've been working from home since the 1st of April. No jobs down here. Well, Annie, you need to come up here. There's 33,000 jobs in Ohio that they can't get people for. Because you make more money on unemployment. Anybody been on TikTok? Don't think it's kid appropriate. Yeah, it's not. The money stays local and he still has an income, and so does the butcher. Judith Espinosa, I know we have limits on meats here at Walmart. I don't know why they're putting a limit on the food now. I actually work for Bank of America for the unemployment debit cards. Carrot Top, they said they have said for years that this was going to happen. It's just a matter of time, and it's here, so we have to deal with it. Yep. Actually, I had spaghetti and homemade meatballs. I can't work, says Sam. I miss teaching, but think that Connie replies that shows how hateful. Sam, stop it. We learned our lesson with the toilet paper, I guess. I think so. Walmart is hiring. It sucks, but if you need something that pays bills, God, not only God, there's production lines. There's God, almost every company here in Ohio is hiring. And people need homeschool teacher may help me next year. Yeah, Walmart. Ignore him and he will go away. Sam's been coming in here a long time. X on drugs, toilet paper, eye roll. You tell a guy who ate cereal for dinner that you had spaghetti and homemade meatballs. I had cereal for dinner. I had a bowl of Fruit Loops. My friend was distraught when schools closed because she's a substitute and feared becoming homeless because she isn't talking to her parents. Ooh. Ooh. I want spaghetti and meatballs. Anna's like, cereal is yummy. Mm-hmm. One of her friends texted her and said a local grocery was hiring. She went in for an interview at 1 p.m. And when they asked her when she could start, she said today. Yeah, that's what they're doing here. I mean, some people eat cereal for dinner. Easy peasy. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's jobs left and right here now. I mean, left and right. She said it in a just kidding way, but they said she could if she wanted to, so they handed her a badge and t-shirt and gave her a cash register orientation. Hell yeah. She's making about $12.50 an hour. Yeah. Awesome. Liz, do you have jets flying every day? We have them at night on Sundays and Mondays. I haven't really been paying attention because, tell you the truth, planes fly through here all the time to land in Columbus or in our local airport. So it happens so much. I just tune them out. So I couldn't tell you for sure. I really don't. I really don't know. Going to another town during virus, a good idea. And every school in the state gets food for 5 days. Pick up at school. It is breakfast and lunch. That helps with my granddaughter. We were thinking about doing that. I mean, we can afford to feed them, but I mean, you know. Connie, when the mess hits the fan, I'm robbing your kind. Oh, jeez. A lot of those jobs are open because the parents of teenagers made the kids quit, or older employees are in a high risk group, or are needed to look after grandkids. They're hiring here for those reasons, plus the fact that AHA is starting to manufacture their own shit, so we don't have to rely on anyone. So I've had them do 3 times this week down here by the river. Probably eat. I just pray for everyone. Wash hands. Hell yeah. Stay 6 feet away and wear a mask. Gotta love music. Hello. Connie and Sam, stop it, and please be respectful to us. Thank you. I've told him like 4 times. I don't know where my mod is. Studies suggest air quality has improved worldwide since the world has gone into lockdown. So there's a bit of good news from this tragedy. Not to mention the wildlife. Not to mention the wildlife, you guys. They're going. They were going to do the sack lunch thing anyway during spring break. Anna says, nope, I know, true, Sarah. I'm not allowed to work. Thinking of older grandkids that graduated. Oh, there's Snickersdoodle. Hello. Sammy, chill, man. You're not you when you're hungry. Yeah. Hand him a Snickers. I've had Air Force jets flying over my house for the last 3 weeks. I saw a picture of turtles laying eggs on a beach that they hadn't used for many years. See, isn't that awesome? Son, be safe, peace, love, and happiness to all. Same to you, hon. Gail says, I went from $50 a week dog sitter to $738 weekly unemployment loophole. Isn't it fantastic with clear waters, wildlife having a ball wandering? Hell yeah. I actually had a deer in my yard last night. It was awesome. We don't see deer in my neighborhood. Really? I see a lot fewer chemtrails because there are fewer flights. Does anyone here watch Adam the Woo? I do. I do. I do. I'm sub to him. Adam the Woo. But we also have a lot more skunks now too. Ah. I don't understand chemtrails, guys. It's the fuel left behind a jet in the sky, all those white lines, those are called chemtrails. Liz, why do you believe in the New World Order? Because I do. He took a flight just within the past week or so, and they had about 5 people on the whole flight. I have never seen him fly. Oh, no, I guess there was that one time. Usually he's just driving everywhere. Yep, I knew that, but what is bad about them? For the environment or something else I don't know, like the 5G stuff? Vapor trails, some people believe that these trails are poisonous. I've been watching a lot more porn, says Kale. Um, yeah, what they say is if you remember back to our childhood, which I do, and when planes would fly, they would have the vapor trail, okay, the chemtrail. Um, but the lines in the sky wouldn't stay that long, so it would quickly dissipate. But now, if you notice, as later years, um, if you notice, when the chemtrails, they're there forever. And they say with those chemtrails is supposed to be, yeah, like Sarah said it the best, poisonous. No, they didn't stay that long, I remember. It probably takes longer to dissipate because they can fly higher. No, it doesn't matter. My cousin is flight attendant. He has not worked 5 weeks, but is working this Sunday. Worried for him. I'm worried for a lot of people. I really am. And like I said, if they wanted to help, I'll be honest with you, if they wanted to help the American people, I don't think giving everyone a stimulus check is the way to do it. I really don't. I think that yeah, the chemtrails last a long time. Remember when dog poop turned white after 3 weeks when you were kicked? What about exhaust from millions of cars? Wouldn't that be worse than chemtrails? No, I don't know. I think it's all pretty bad, as we can tell by as we can tell by the flourishing environment. If we really want to know the truth, but I don't think, honestly, the stimulus checks is a way to help American people. I really don't. Um, I think that if I'm not saying that we're to do without money. Kaylee, hello. I don't think we are to do without money, but what I think should have happened is that. But I can only gauge by my town what is being done. I think instead of totally closing down places like the hair salons, make it appointment only. Even the walk-in ones, appointment only. I think that like with our restaurants though, like Red Lobster and all them, Applebee's, Longhorns, Tumbleweed, all of them, they all have pickup. you know, don't totally shut it down. They have pickup. Of course, everybody knows about Uber and all that. I don't think, um, I think things would have been, um, helped along, um, by, by, I think things would have been helped along by the stores controlling what people bought. This panic shopping was just crazy, you know. I think what would have helped is those that have mortgages, put those mortgage payments on the back end of the loan. Those that have leases for apartments or a house, put those on the back end of of put those on the back end of the rental agreement. Um, the electric companies, they already said they weren't going to shut you down. Um, they they already said they weren't. So you're still able to get water in your electric and stuff. Um, there's other ways to help. Um, and then giving, look, they're doing themselves in. When you give people their, they cut my cable last night. Well, that's not a necessity. Electric, gases. Um, and give us all about 8 grand and print more effing money. Then that'll really make the dollar go low. Our doctor leaving out of the blue. We can't even see a doctor because of none taking new patients while virus on. Those with health problems and large. Here's my landlord not going to let me pay rent. Tiger King is a necessity. I haven't watched it, so I don't know. You know, when you have sit there and somebody's getting the regular unemployment, okay, and then they're being given $600 extra a week. That's an extra $2,400 a month on top of your unemployment. Who wants to work? Making more money. And now they're wanting to give everyone who is working, now they're giving everyone who is working this new stimulus bill that they're coming up with. I thought it was just a one-time payment of $600. It's $600 a week. And where's this money coming from in the first place? That's what I'm saying. But it's only till the end of July, I think, that they're doing that. Yeah, you're entitled to your benefits. No, you get sent on top of the 380. What 380? So what they're wanting to do with this new one, this new stimulus, is what they're wanting to do is for everybody who was working to give them an extra $2,000 a month. I think is what it said in that package, the new one that they're trying to come up with. And for those that are working, an extra $2,000 a month, for 6 months. I had savings bonds. Yeah, Kaylee, that's what it was originally proposed, but now it's got to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But you know what I think that they should do? So us essential workers get 2,000 more a month. This is, I don't know. I I I don't know. It'll be people because they're opening up the states slowly. They're opening things up very, very slowly. Um, but I was getting ready to say, I think anybody who has been considered essential, um, should reap the $2 more an hour and stuff like that. For real. Um, everybody always talks about the nurses and the doctors. Well, what about the nurse aides? What about those in meh, been working like crazy, Liz. I'm coming over for vacations. Yeah, sure. Um, yeah, hazard pay. I really do think they should get that. Because people always talk about just the nurses and the doctors. Well, there's the aides, and then you have the rest of the hospital staff. Okay? You have people in contact with all that linen and stuff. You have laundry. Okay? So Kaylee says my husband is essential. Well, so is Fran. Um, um, didn't use direct deposit for taxes, waiting on paper check. I think those go out. I forget what days those go out. So you like Connie's husband? Yeah, you knew needing furniture or mattress was essential. I think you have a good night, Foxy. Thanks for coming in. My God, I think I will die if I don't get that new mattress. Buddy Holly, hello. Hi from German Village. They should forgive the nurses' student loans. I'm your neighbor. You are talking German Village here in High, right? And I agree. I think those who they graduated nurses early. I think those his business has been booming. Yeah, isn't that weird? Um, so I think that our box spring broke, not comfortable. Ooh, hey, Connie's husband will sell you a mattress. But I agree. I think the nurses should have their debts paid off. Should just be forgiven. Um, I think that people forget about. They talk about the grocery workers. Okay, yeah, they're frontliners. Okay, don't forget them. And don't forget the people who work at the home improvement stores or who are working in any. Janice Rolfe, hello. Or anybody who was working for any reason. And don't forget, um, the convenience store workers. And especially the truck drivers. Um, you can't forget about them. If you're going to praise one group of people, you need to praise them all. You need to praise them all. And I think we should all just have a big old cookout and light up fire pit, although mine is all damaged to hell. It looks like it's been run over by 10 tractors, but hey. Anna, you have a good night, hon. Thank you for coming in. Um, I do believe anyone who get the virus does not get a bill, but I could be wrong, Anna. I think so too. I think if it is corona, then your care is taken care of. Corn with extra butter and ribs. Oh man. Please take care and hope to talk to you again. Um, Hugs and love. You have a good night, Anna. Thank you for coming in. When I worked at my old hospital, we accumulated extra PTO if we worked overtime. I hope they certainly are. I hope they are too. I'm a volunteer firefighter. We don't get money, but we are essential. I think you should get hazard pay. I really do. Our ends Our insurance only pays with no deductible till the end of May. I think you should. I think you should too. I think, I think everyone who is being made to work should get hazard pay. I really believe that. This is not something I could see it if this was something that some idiots did here in the United States to cause this devastation, but it's not. This was no one's fault from the United States. Maybe Bill Gates, but other than that, and I think the government should really, really help. I really, really do. Alright, Sam, stop. I eat Fruit Loops because I love them. Not because I'm destitute. Alright, I have asked. Walmart gave us tax-free extra $300. Was so happy. You know they can afford to pay you more than that. My brother has a job where he can usually work from home. Sometimes he has to go in, and it's usually him and maybe 5 other people in the office that holds hundreds. Sarah said she's been sick. She can eat anything she wants. I'm not yeah. I'm not destitute. I ate them because I love them. We still can't get the freaking. Man, I would love to have some ravioli. I've been wanting it and put in my order, and we ordered like $105 worth of groceries again. It was cut down to 62. I'm not taking a vaccine from Bill Gates, who's in charge of depopulation. Don't trust him at all. If they come up with the vaccine that I think they're going to come up with, I ain't taking it. And if they say anything about microchipping, I know what that's for, and I'm not taking it. I'm not putting my soul, damaging my soul for nothing. Having to clean buildings with known COVID patients. Ooh, Kaylee. Ooh. I know, but they kept their promise. There was 2 vaccinations that I saw that one of them, they said if you take it, it looks like a barcode. Buddy Holly, no, it's not 666. But it's right here on your arm, and it looks like a barcode. The second one, they said would involve a microchip. And I said, either one, I'm not taking. Because I know what that's for. And I'm not damning my soul to hell. I'm not. Because if anybody in here remembers, a few years back, one of my brutal topics, we were talking about the mark of the beast. And it even says in the Bible, the mark of the beast will be the only way you can buy and sell products. And the way it is with this virus, if it looks like a barcode, or if there's a microchip, which Bill Gates is pushing for, and you have to scan it in order to get into that store, I ain't going. That is the mark of the beast. And it has to be voluntary. It can't be made. They cannot make you. They cannot make you. So, I'm not taking it. But we almost eradicated. Smallpox was eradicated until people decided not to not till it was pretty much eradicated until people decided not to have their kids vaccinated. Because forcing vaccines on everyone is the whole meaning of fascism, especially if they tattoo or microchip you. Exactly. And that's a good thing, Connie. My vax records show that I got a smallpox vax, but I don't have a scar. I don't have one either. Um, I guess it just depends how old you are. Because I don't have one, but my mom does. Fran does. And polio. I had to get a smallpox vax about 10 years ago because military duties, and he was semi-quarantined for 28 days. Yeah, they, if I'm not mistaken, it, for the smallpox, they had to do a scraping. And if I'm not mistaken, that's what my mom said. I have a small pock mark on my shin, and I think that might be it. That might be from chickenpox. My vax scar is under my upper arm. The dog did that so it wouldn't show. Yeah, it's usually up in the arm area. I remember they taped a bubble thing over it. But I know I had the shot for mine. I think polio vaccine used to leave a round scar on your shoulder. No, that was smallpox. A small drop of vaccine placed in a bifurcated needle that looked like a miniature barbecue fork and scratched into the skin. People before in 73 got the scar. I was born in 68 and I don't have one. No, the polio didn't leave a scar. My smallpox, I just got the shot. The 70s swine flu pandemic. I thought the swine flu was like back in 2010. Haley, my sister had a scar. She was born in 57. Smallpox vaccines was discontinued in the US in 1972 because they hadn't been any cases for something like 25 years. Name says 2002. I was born in 1959, so that would make sense, Kaylee. Researched it, very interesting. Yeah, I thought the swine flu was in 2010, but Sam says 2002. I thought it was in 2010. Yeah, it left a scar. My dad got it after he had polio, but he has a scar on his upper arm. So does my mom. And that was the smallpox. Need to check on unruly teens. No, they're just bored. Take care of yourselves while and wash your hands. You too. Have a good night. Thank you for coming in. My grandfather had polio, had swine flu in August, I think 2008. Darn teens. um. By the way, I've never heard anything about Bill Gates advocating depopulation. Ted Turner, that's another story. Um, they will keep you young though. And it says, did they really slap babies born in the 60s? They still do now if they're not crying. Um, you're right, Les. 2010. That's what I thought. We got our shots at school. I got my shot at the doctor. I remember those. My friend died from the swine flu right before Christmas. Aw. Sorry to hear that. I've heard for over 30 years that the heel stick done on newborns is the implantation of a microchip. They better not microchip my baby. I don't recall Ian and Cameron having anything. About 20 years ago, I asked some OB nurses if that was true. They chuckled and said it wasn't, but we both already knew that. What was the chick blood sugar? I know they give a vitamin K shot in the thigh. Liz, do you think they are opening up the economy too soon? Yes. Some governors will open it wide open. If they don't do it right, and it has to be across the board, but I do think they're going to open it up too soon. Seen it done. There's no room on the tip of the lancet for anything else. Katie said, Sarah, I thought that was a blood test. And smear that stuff in the eyes for gonorrhea. That heel stick, it's done to test babies for PKU and some other rare diseases. When I go back to work, I'm saving up for a cheap house out of New York State. You're lucky, Les, to not live on top of people. Yeah, if I could get further out in the country, I would. I like the country. My sister doesn't, but I do. Haley says, I'm worried about Georgia. Bonnie says, we're going to be right back where we are. And Florida. Let me check on Florida and Georgia's numbers. Oh, okay. Florida's, oh yeah, we already went over Florida's. 27,869, but they only have 867 deaths, and Georgia's is 19,881 with 798 deaths. Ohio has 557 deaths, 13,725. I like the way our thing is set up for ours, because we can do a 5-day tracking so we can tell if it's peaking or not. I love how that's done. I'm in a building 44 floors. I'm surrounded by people. Oof. Florida's really bad. My stepson lives there. Georgia opening up this Friday and next Monday. They're stupid. Jeez. This COVID-19 is here to stay. I'll slow down here, but come winter, it'll be back again. It's here to stay for at least another 18 months. I mean, we're not going to be safe until there's actually a vaccine. But it just depends on what the vaccine does. Did you know microchipping was a part of Obamacare, but they didn't enforce it? I heard something in the wind about that when that was going on. Why don't they give everyone HCQ, zinc, azithromycin, and send them back to work? My friends are losing their businesses left and right. First of all, I can't, like people like me, I could never take that that mixture because I'm allergic to azithromycin, and it would never work. Not for somebody like me. Jersey Shore area still has people out of state coming in, and the beaches and boardwalks and casinos are all closed. That's stupid. Carrot Top, I just fact checked that, and it is false. Conspiracy theory BS. Katie said, I'd be happy with a good treatment till a vaccine. Gail says, keeping things closed will kill more people than virus. That's just it. Because those drugs have dangers of their own and aren't curative. I don't want to get back into that. More people are going to die from not opening and getting COVID-19. Drinking is up. Domestic violence, suicide, overdosing. That has to be, depends on where you live. Yeah, I can't take any medicines. I can't take any of them. And I can't take anything related to penicillin. And I can't take any statins whatsoever. Um, Vitamin D, peeps. 2 people committed suicide in my building, and 3 people I know also killed themselves. See, this is why I think everybody should live out of the city, so that way you can just go fishing, go hunting, you know. Funny, I read it when the bill came out, but they did not force it. I saw it with my own eyes. Um, allergic to all solvents. Yeah, I am. There's very few antibiotics I can take. Very few. Um, just telling you what I read. We can all read what both sides. City is the worst for our soul, especially New York. Algae, yeah, vitamin D is hard to absorb. The sun is the best way to get it. See, I can't even sit out in the sun because of my meds. I mean, I can, but you should see the spots I get. I'm dead serious. I feel like I'm my mom. Yeah, Connie can't do it either. Connie, my vitamin D at 0 2, taking prescriptions, not helping. I don't absorb it. So damned if you do and damned if you don't. Exactly. But I still go out in the sun. I mow the lawn and everything. But boy, you can sure tell it. Get the sunspots on your face. I'm starting to get those every time I go out in the sun. It gets worse. But I could be like my mom. My mom had hers. She had hers shaved off. She had to go in for Um, I forget how many treatments she had, but they would go in and just like peel off a layer at a time, and she got rid of all hers. Now she looks younger than I do. I'm not supposed to be in the sun with the lupus. Nope. Have you grown veggies, Les? I want to. I want to. Anna says, I have freckles. I'm so cute. Hey, hey, me too. Les is starting to get scarce on smokes around here. They are limiting them. Are you serious? Really? My dad has had a few of those procedures. Yeah, my mom looks good now. Of course, she got all that done before she was sick. So, but I can't believe they're cigarettes? Really? Um, I know what I'm doing with my stimulus check. I'm not on that right now. They stopped it when they went into remission a bit ago. Ooh, at least you're in remission. Since I was on Black Grill, that is good news, Susan. Yep, only 1 or 2 packs per person. You gotta be shitting me. The cigarettes would be the straw. I would shoot up. Some people must be hoarding tobacco. I know people that are. In part vampire. I'm part vampire with working third shift for almost 20 years, says Nemesis. If they limit cigarettes, I'm mobile. My friend will I'm mobile. My friend will cut a bitch. I wish they'd put a limit on those Fireball whiskey mini bottles. I find those all over the place. I wish people just throw their fucking trash away. Their gloves and masks and stuff. Nana says, I have worked a night shift for 15 years, and now that I'm no longer working, I still stay up at night. Guess they haven't been to Sam's Club to restock or something, says Amy. Yeah, well, I don't know. She's a single mom, hell no. Thank you, Connie, I was very happy, but it still keeps popping up. I can't get upset or overstressed. Oh, and the sun can make it flare up too. Hard to have it to break. Exxon, as long as we don't run out of coffee, I can quit cigarettes, but damn it, if I can't function without coffee. At least the weed stores are open in California and Michigan. Lucky. And like, give her cigarettes. Um, Evan, yeah, on the weed. Sadly illegal here in Texas. I told my mom to get a prescription for that shit. Yep, because of pain. I told my mom to get a prescription for that. Well, you can buy a lotto when you go to the store. You can go to Kroger and buy a lottery ticket. CBD can really help some people. Yep. No, they can't run out of coffee. Hope they don't run out of Italian wine. Now, they didn't open up our liquor stores here, but if you order from a restaurant that sells alcohol, you're allowed to order two drinks per meal. So I'm sure Red Lobster is getting a lot of business. CBD helps all people. We could all use CBD. Liquor stores are open here. They're not here. Our grocery store has a liquor department. Our grocery stores, one of them is in Giant Eagle. The other one's in Kroger up on 21st Street. Now the liquor stores are actually inside the grocery stores, but they're not open. I mean, the stores are, but but not the liquor stores. I can't find any Lysol room spray, driving me crazy. Yeah, I wish people would just chill on the excess buying now. I have some Lysol spray that is about 20 years old. If they close liquor stores, people will die. Shakes. That's why the governor said that if you order from a store that sells alcohol, you're allowed to have 2 drinks per meal. So, Sam, we are seeing a huge upsurge on DTs. I'm in Wisconsin. Liquor is essential. Kidding. Liquor stores here bring it out to you. They don't here. Not the state liquor stores. We don't have any private liquor stores. It's all state run. Virus is on Lysol cans. But that's not the human coronavirus. That is because we did do some investigation on that. Now, if you get the industrial Lysol, that will work on the human coronavirus. But you can't buy plant seeds. Not essential. No. You can buy plant seeds. You just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy all the plant seeds and starter plants and everything you want. Amy says, got a lot of food, no appetite. We don't have a lot of food, only not that we can't afford it, it's just that we can't get any. I'm nervous my psych or any psych isn't seeing patients, so it's hard to get any type of script in New York unless you're rich. Really? I had a phone. I love mine. Not here in Michigan, you can't. Really? You can't go to Lowe's and buy seeds? Anna, up here you can't buy seeds at Walmart. It's all in flowers. It's all blocked off. Damn, I bet the scripts for Value Man such have increased. I sure as hell could use one, but don't take benzos anymore. Yeah, I've been doing my phone appointments for mine, or you can do it online. You can do it face to face. 1,000 to see a psych for 20 minutes for a guaranteed script. Jeez. Amy says Dollar Tree has seeds. Yeah, I can just go to Lowe's and just buy my starter plants or seeds or whatever. Been on vacation, maybe they changed it. I just know here you can't. Ever since they said that's considered non-essential, they yellow taped it off. Do not cross. I do doc appointments by computer with Zoom meeting. Yep. I did a phone one with my psych. So that way I can get refills. I just love her. I just got Valium instead of Xanax. Doctor said it's the same. My doc called today to confirm my appointment tomorrow, so I guess they're still seeing patients. Did you get daffodils at Trader Joe's? I didn't. We have plants and seeds here at Lowe's or Home Depot. Same here. Similar anyway. Sarah is the pharmacist. Yeah, Sarah is the pharmacist. I'm scared. I want the Xanax. I don't want any of them. Well, I can't say that. I take my Lexapro and Boozpar and then I'm done. That's done great for me. I at the moment still take anxiety med. Be careful, Sam, says Anna. Glad that those worked for you, Les. Yeah, it took a while to get that mixture down, but boy, it's done wonders. I haven't tripped out or anything. Which is what I told my shrink. I said, now, if I didn't have those, I would probably be going crazy by now. Valium and Xanax aren't the same, not at all. That's what I was thinking, Sarah, but, you know, my granddaughter's school has a therapist they can have appointments with online if they need it. She talks to hers once a week. He said, I won't have a seizure. I don't know. Valium is a good anti-seizure effect and also has a much lower addiction rate than Xanax. I'm glad I don't need none of that. Oh my. You know what I'm in the mood for? French fries. I am in the mood for just French fries. Maybe some cheese on top of it. Valium has. Oh, I already read that. They gave me 10 milligrams. You have to taper off Xanax, McDonald's, French fries. I think they are the best when it's hot. Fresh made, they are the best. But around here, all the restaurants close at 9, except for a few of the drive-thrus. And they're definitely not open now. This COVID got me nervous, so I started taking 2 sticks a day. You know, for some reason, I'm not so nervous about it. I really don't consider myself, I'm not nervous about it. I'm cautious, but I'm not nervous as long as everybody does what they're supposed to do. So anyone doing takeouts, I'm still nervous too. We've done takeouts twice. Milo's fries are the best. Yum. Daily, we do, but I'm super careful and wipe everything down. I need to work on my. I need to work or my kid can get kicked out of college. Put it on paper plate and microwave the hell out of it for 45 seconds. Wipe down the ketchup, throw the bags and napkins away. Jeffrey. I'd like to know who did that study. I'm serious. I still go to the food store, but I am careful and always wear my mask and wash hands a lot. Yes. I used to go out for dinner once a week. I miss it. We just we've gotten takeout twice, you know. I had Pizza Hut tonight. It says could be nothing. Hello. Um Well, that sounds good. I had Fruit Loops. Now I want French fries though. I am in the mood for. Somebody said Wendy's changed their fries again. That they're more like potato wedges rather than fries. I was like, they just got good. What are you talking about? We drove through Jack in the Box and ordered a drink. The kid had no gloves. Took paper money from my hubs. Forgot my drink. He then fixed my drink, but then touched the inside of the lid. Oh, hell no. With his fingers. I said, oh, hell no, and threw the drink out. I would have said, do you mind making me another drink and not touch the inside of anything? Thank you. No. No. No, that's okay. I freaked out. I would have made him fix me another drink, especially after I paid for it. Susan says my daughter and her hubby get pizza delivered every Friday night. Connie says that was after we left Sonic because none of them were wearing gloves or masks. Oh. I know there was one time I was going through Wendy's drive-thru and I just smoked weed for my back pain, broke my back because of forklifts. Ooh, slipped a box off the rack and it fell on me. Meyer Warehouse. Ooh, broke my L4 and L5. They want to fuse them, but I'm scared. I would be too. I wrote to Jack in the Box. They responded right away and said they were sending coupons. Sonic, nothing from them. I went to Wendy's drive-thru. This must have been 6, 7 months ago, I think. Well, anyway, I went through, and you know how you have a habit of looking through the window. Well, I just happened to be in the right spot, and this kid, thank God my hamburger was already made and stuff, and I don't think that's what he did, but he blew his nose and threw the paper towel, you know, into the trash can, and didn't wash his hands. So, I said, "Excuse me, can I talk to the manager?" And I told him, I said, "That guy right there. I sat here and watched him blow his nose, and he didn't wash his hands." They just all looked at me like, Hello, Les. The restaurants here are super busy. So are ours. So are ours. Ours are busy. I walk with the cane 3 years now. Um, Ew, that was the fusion surgery. Smooth and was the recovery long time. Susan went ew. Emma says, I feel you. I had 2 surgeries on my neck. First, just a discectomy, but second was a fusion. Jack in the Box still is not in New Mexico after the E. coli thing about 30 years ago. I still won't eat their beef. Is it Jack in the Box? Is that the one with the mascot? It has the round head, like a carrot nose or something like that. Looks like a snow cone. And I thought all they sold was chicken. I miss Hot Now. Connie said that would be Jack. Okay, then we don't have. I don't believe we have one here at all. But I remember seeing a mascot, and I thought that's what they said that was a. Or Mr. Box if you're nasty. I'm so fiending for some French fries. Where is Sonic or Dairy Queen? I never seen one in New York, but they play their commercials. Literally, mine's literally like 3 miles away, both of them. The one in Hawaii, Jack in the Box, has Japanese food. I think Jack in the Box is mostly a West Coast thing, says Sarah. Yeah, I don't know. Sonic is a drive-in. It's okay. Dairy Queen is okay too. Have not eaten there in years though. I've gotten their ice cream. I don't particularly care for that. I think it's too expensive for, but I certainly haven't eaten their food since I got sick on eating their hot dogs, and I was sick for 3 days after that. Sonic has the bomb cherry Coke though. Anna says the egg rolls were good. Dairy Queen has great chili dogs. Yeah, they did. Ever since I got sick on them, I haven't eaten them in years. But I do love their ice cream cakes. Academics, hello. Hey, Les and chat. What part of Ohio are you from? I used to live in Hilliard. I used to work at, in Hilliard. I am from east of Columbus. I'm in a town called Heath Newark area. I'm between Columbus and Zanesville. Ice cream cakes, woot woot. I know. One time I went in there and just happy summer. I said that's all I want on it. Les, is that Nerk? Yeah, Newark. Nerk. um, I think Mr. Softy is the best, better than Dairy Queen. Yep, that's how you spell it, Connie. But if you're from Aha, you say Nurkaha. Oh, that's how you pronounce that. No, it's supposed to be. Ooh, okay, I love that area. I miss it. I love this area too. It's actually supposed to say it Newark. But I've called it Nurkaha all my life. Yeah, I worked in well, I guess you would call it Hilliard. Got off the highway, right there at the sign, and you turn right, go to the first light and turn right, and there's that little shopping mall, and it has a Dollar Tree in it. I used to be a manager there. What's the average home cost in your state, Les? Oh, it just depends on where depends on where you go. Like around here where I live, the average cost you can get, like we have a 3 bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen added, attached garage, basement, and a back garage, and a lot of land, and it'll probably run you about 140. That is like here we have Cookendall, but we say Kirkendall. Damn, it's cheap here in Texas, around 150K. Honey says for a starter home. Well, I guess. I mean, it's big enough. Yes, I worked at Dish Network on Mill Meadow Drive. Ah, okay. I hear Jonestown isn't too friendly. Merthyr, is that aliens? Awesome, greetings. Greetings to you. But same home in California would be over a million. Anna says 200,000 in Bam, Alabama. That would be 4 million in New York. I'm so out of New York. I guess the thing to look at, Sam, would be the price per square foot. Yeah, like, My parents' house, they got a huge house. They got 4 levels, 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, a den, dining, literally separate dining room, kitchen, living room, full basement, 2 car detached garage, an acre of land, and um, I think there's is worth. I think there's worth about 165. They got a huge. They got a huge home. My house at Jersey Shore is worth 240,000, but that is inland, not on the islands. They are in the millions. 150,000 is not crazy. It's a good price. I just remember our first starter home was 24,000. You can get a decent house where I live for 150K. Nothing fancy but livable. Haley says 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, nice yard, etc. 145 and up. Bonnie said back in 1977. My parents bought their house for $53,000. For real. And their house, of course, had been paid off forever. And they owe my parents. I tell you what, my dad makes more than what he did when he was working, and they owe nobody anything, not a damn thing. We hardly could afford $300 a month. I told my mom she can have this house, and I'll make the mortgage payments on hers. Well, we got a lot of land though, and we're just outside of the city. We're halfway between city and country, so I can get to all the shops and everything really quick. But I'm far enough out to where I can go hunting and grow livestock on my land, and they can't say shit about it. That is what's good about older folks. They do not like to be in debt. They ain't been in debt in so long. My mom sold her house in 1982 for 45,000. It's worth 2.9 million now. Oh yeah, I can believe that. Kind of makes you wish you would have hold on to it. I feel for. Well, then my parents have a piece of property, just an acre of land, piece of property, just sitting there with trees on it, out there in Morgan Manor. They ain't done shit with it. We are lucky somewhat here, not right on top of each other. Same here. I don't like being on top of somebody. I don't. I like room to move. Although, when there is no virus outbreak, it is kind of cool to be able to walk wherever you need to go and have convenience of anything you want 24/7. I have a house in the city, large park, large park light lot. 150 is 4 years of saving for me. I'm out of this virus city life. Hell, I'm tell you what, there are times I want to downgrade so bad. I'm gonna put a trailer out back, live in the trailer. My grandma bought her 1970 Monte Carlo for 4,000. It sold at auction in '09 for about 30,000. I can believe it. I can believe it. Remember back in the day when trucks were only like $3,000? It was so much cheaper to own a truck than a car. Texas is very conservative, mostly Austin may be different thing. So if you like conservative, Texas may be for you. Trucks are like 70K now. Yep. My dad just went and bought a brand new Ford F-150, top of the line, everything on it, extended cab. He walked in there and just wrote a check. Can you believe that? It must be nice. I asked my mom, I said, Mom, what are you and Dad going to do with your stimulus checks? She said, I don't know why. And I said, well, it's not like you guys, need it. No. And I said, well, you can give it to me. No, I think I'm going to put it in the bank. uh, wonder what car prices will be in about 3 months. I don't know. Probably in the tanker. I had a 73 Chevelle Super Sport. Sunroof, 8-track, bucket seats. Yeah. Always wanted an old Grand National. They're gorgeous cars, in my opinion. I just want my 73 Chevelle Super Sport back. 8-track, yeah. I had Van Halen, all of them. Didn't bother me a bit. I had all the ones I wanted to listen to, you name it. I was listening to that shit in the 80s. I remember the first 8-track we bought for our car. Got it at flea market with my dad. When I see that movie Training Day, I have to have a Monte Carlo. I like my Chevy Super Sport. And we were living high. Yep. My first car was a Pinto. I love that car too. Whip in and out of traffic and always could park it. That's how I felt about my Chevette. I bought a Chevette. My parents, they let me drive around um in the Chevelle. Um, but I went out and I bought. It was a cheap car. I bought it for $1,200. It was a Chevy Chevette. It was a 5-speed, and I loved that thing. I loved that thing. My first car was a '70 Ford Maverick. Honey had a Pinto, love it. Honey had a Gremlin. And then I had a 4-speed. I think it was a 4-speed, 4 or 5-speed. At one I bought a Honda. Bought me a Honda Civic, and then um I bought a 4 or 5-speed Mercury Tracer, and I loved zipping around everywhere. Oh, the Gremlins cracked you up. Okay. Um, I had a yellow Mercury 2-door. Wish I could remember exactly what it was back in '76. Um, Tesla looked cool. Eh, I don't know. I don't know. Land yacht. I drove my dad's. He had to pick an old custom deluxe Chevy pickup truck. Had a cap on the back of it. That was a stick shift. I had quite a few cars that were stick shift. I had to learn on a stick shift. We weren't allowed to learn in an automatic. Tesla's cool, expensive. Bentley, pretty cool. We have an old Ford pickup, just one car, and Hubs drives it to work over 150,000 miles. Susan said my boyfriend back in the day had a Square Nova. I love that car. My sister drove a Nova. That was funny. My parents paid for it. Paid for her Cavalier. Paid for 3 of her cars, actually. Never paid one for me. Nemesis, missed my 78 olds. 98 had a 403 big block, got about 8 miles a gallon. In 10 years, you can drive home, pissed drunk, knocked out, the car does all the work. Exactly. Remember the El Camino? Two-door with a pickup, like, yep, the El Camino. I had a couple friends that drove those. That's back when I was a drunk. And they were, this was back in the 80s, of course. And I'd be like, y'all don't need, just stop, let me climb in the back. El Caminos were awesome. Yes, on the Ranchero. Eating grits, can't stay out, Oreos, boo. Oh, Anna. Oh, you guys, it's past my bedtime. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I want to thank everyone for coming. I appreciate it. Grits, I love my cousin sleeping while driving. Those sensors work faster than a human brain. What is a grit? You haven't had grits? Oh, grits. Ooh, my dad loves them. I can't stand them. Thanks, Liz. Good to know that you are okay. I was really worried about you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I hate him too. Yeah, I love Flo. Oh God, I miss that show, Alice. I really do. But thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for participating. I really appreciate it. You guys remember, um, just stay calm and honestly, remember your precautions. You go out, wear a mask. Gloves make you feel better. Wear your gloves. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. But thank you for coming in, Les. You need music to close out your shows. Yeah, I do. I do. When I get everything set up in the garage, I'll get it all set back up. So everybody stay safe, and we'll talk later. Bye.